it over and over, I've experienced reaching out, whether it's on in a direct message in social media platforms, or just by a text message. You know, a lot of my loved ones don't live here, or yeah, most of my family. Yeah, I don't have actual family that live here near me, but it's a text message. It is a message, direct message through social media. And sometimes it's just to say, I'm here. I'm here. Uh, and that's all. Or I'll say, I don't have anything to say except I'm here and I'm present to the pain you're experiencing. Oh, and let's not assume that it's painful. I've known a number of people who have said to me, it's complicated. My parent is dead, but I'm not shedding any tears. Now, it was important for them to share that. Yeah, it was important to them to share that with me. But I'll pause to that. And this is just in direct messages. I'll just type, that does sound complicated. If that's it. And then to them, it was an invitation to talk about the complexity of their grief. I've had people say, I was just waiting for her to die. And because I knew the complication of that relationship, I could see why she said that. Or I'll say, if I don't know the situation, I'll say, well, I'm open to listening if you'd like to express that. What made it so complicated? Sounds really heavy. I use that a lot. And so some people that are even watching this could say, oh yeah, Stacy has said that to me. But they would say, or I would say that, well, that sounds heavy, or sounds like a mixed bag of emotions. Because it does sound like that. If they said, oh, I haven't shed a tear. Now, sometimes people are not the teary type people. And that's okay. It could be kind of based on their norm. What was it like for them in the past? Maybe, or just every day. They're not really criers. Then maybe tears won't be shed, So we come from the perspective of being present and curious, authentically curious of what they're facing. And I would say most of the time, I'm not saying a whole lot, but maybe they just want to be validated in their feelings or what they're experiencing. When someone says, but I haven't cried, is that bad? And I'll say, why do you think that's bad? Well, it's just that, people assume that I'm crying. Okay. Well, what are you experiencing then? So it's just being curious. And that's how you can be present for people in their grief. We're not diagnosing. Okay. We're not diagnosing, and we're not telling them what they need to do. We're listening, validating feelings, and normalizing that. Because for them, or us, I'm going to say us, because I need to feel that too. I need to feel like I'm not going crazy with these feelings that feel like they're up and down a roller coaster and all over the place. But being present, whether it's in text message or even videos, that's sometimes what I do. When I've had a conversation, I thought, that's an interesting conversation. And maybe I write it down and I'll put it as a video on social media, or type it up, write a comment or a post on social media. And that opens the conversation with people. Some people, based on my posts, will send me a private message about it and their feelings and what they're facing. So that's how we can be present for people digitally, even if we're not in person. That's what I love about serving people and being present for people in the digital space is that it's not subject to time and location. It's just being present, even if it's not in that moment in person.